Dudes are ruining houses. I'm not sure where this is going. I guess they're renovating and doing really stupid things. But I'm very excited to see what this is. Someone in the community posted this video and I kind of want to take a look at it. But before we get into this video, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you click the like button real quick. I'd highly appreciate it. Also, sub to the channel if you enjoy these kind of reactions. And if you want to come and yap with us live, feel free to come by my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Adley. We'd love to have you here and I appreciate y'all watching. Now, let's get into it. This is going to be an interesting little video. I'm not sure what we're getting into. It's a new video. I've never watched this YouTuber before, by the way. This is a new one.
Does your property showcase any unique elements or character? Not for long. My passions include demolition, destruction, and Pilates. Oh, yeah.
Pilates? Oh my God. Let me read this
I'm
one.
not giving homes hysterectomies. I'm snorting sawdust off a support beam in a gated community with men whose credit scores are California sober. Remember, ladies, the only thing standing between you and the
I love her. I've never
beige
seen this one before.
farmhouse of your Instagram
She's fun. You like her? You like her? You like her? Okay, I'm glad. All right, if you guys like her, I'm probably gonna like her.
It's a lifelong commitment, and I won't stop till my environment is as colorless as a Lithuanian hockey team. I find I thrive without professional oversight. The only help I need is from my silent and obedient husband, who I proposed to in a Michael's parking lot in 2009.
Damn.
A regrettably less exciting commitment. So come on, ladies, roll up your sleeves.
She's a real one. Let's go. What an intro.
One of my social media fixations lately has been watching influencers spend endless amounts of time and money making their homes uglier and worse.
Thank God.
Wallpaper.
What is better than early 18-year-old to 20-year-old buying a home and just trying to renovate it to something they think will look good, but it's just gonna be not seeking a professional and just gonna do something random.
Shattering tiles and of course,
Are there plushies in the back?
paint.
I like plushies.
So much.
Have y'all seen the guy that puts like Donald Trump and shit on every wall, on all the walls and stuff? Like I've seen this guy renovate houses and he puts like all like politicians on all like everywhere in the wall. So you open your cabinet in your kitchen, there's pictures of Donald Trump. You look at the wall, you look at the ceiling, you look at the floor, Donald Trump. Everywhere, Donald Trump.
Paint.
Really? Yeah, it's
you put a
crazy.
paint roller in the hands of a couple going through a joint midlife crisis, and the terror they wield over the local housing market is incredible to behold. They told me
go by
not
them,
to
okay,
paint
good.
the woodwork. Who are they? And why didn't you listen to
The
them? What did
voices
those
in my
quaint
head.
little stained glass birds do to deserve
they
having
with
their
us right now?
staircase nuked with the concentrated power of the entire Hallmark cinematic universe?
Let's talk about my most controversial project,
Let's
which
talk
is putting
about it.
cement on my wood fireplace.
Yeah.
Here's a joke. What do renovators and lesbians have in common? They're not interested in exposed wood, apparently. Seriously,
Damn.
why do so many renovators think that covering original wood fixtures qualifies as an upgrade?
Now look, it's beautiful, but it's giving church, and I wanted a more modern vibe. So I mixed up some cement and I slapped it right on. The internet was very angry with me.
Rest in peace. The
Bro. What?
words modern vibe are basically a death knell for a house. If you're watching a renovation video and you happen to hear the words modern vibe, be prepared to watch an architectural atrocity unfold before you.
So I
Okay,
ended
I'm
up
ready.
staining it and it turned out so freaking good. I absolutely love it, but
Why the fuck would you do this?
let me know. Do you think that I made a mistake doing
You certainly did. Are you crazy? That looks like shit.
this?
Yes, you did. But Lexi, don't feel too bad. It's not just you. Whether it's flippers threatening lower income neighborhoods with both kinds of whitewashing, or people just deciding to DIY their own dwellings, there seems to be an overwhelming push from renovators to eradicate color and detail, to replace the unique charm of
They want to make them boring because they think it looks clean. They don't like colors that are not black and white. And I think that is what they think it is because it's clean. But think about yourself about an area that is just white. All white. Think about it. An entire area. Walls are white. Floor is white. Everything is white. Do you think that is charming? Do you think that has a soul or looks nice? Hospital. It does remind you of an hospital. It reminds you of a soulless place. It doesn't give any form of charm or connection at all. It is sad and depressing. White is great. I have white walls, but I also have a wooden floor. I mean, the thing is that you can't just have white on top of white on top of... These clean colors are boring. They're so... You need to have some variation.
Individual homes with the same safely resellable
Mental
copy-paste
hospital. You
designs.
go crazy, yeah.
Because why have a warm...
It's like some dystopian future where everything is depressing and
Hospitable
nobody
living
has a brain.
space when you can mix things up with a
Mix it
Siberian
up.
cell block look.
That's right. Yeah, make it into a prison cell. Why
A
not?
Siberian cell block? Wow, that sounds so modern and minimalist.
Whoa, what are you doing?
This place is a dump. I'm here to upgrade it.
Thank God.
I'd really rather you not do that.
No, don't worry, girlie.
She'll
I'm
do it
doing
for
you
free.
A favor.
Well, could you at least keep it down?
I'll do it a favor.
I'm trying to make a video here.
Come with me while I turn this sad, outdated apartment into something somebody would actually.
Now, I know what some of you are going to say. It's their house. They can do whatever they want to it. And that's absolutely true. But they're also posting their process online for the public. So I feel, as a member of the public, that
You can criticize it. You can shit on it. They posted it obviously for attention. They expected positive attention. If you want to shit on them, I mean, you shit on them, man. You pop up. It's online. Do whatever you want.
I should have the right to about it.
True.
And from what I can tell, reading
True.
the comment sections underneath these videos,
Money
a
doesn't
lot
buy
of people,
taste. That's
like
true.
me, are
I mean,
tired
kinda, it does, because you can buy somebody that knows what the fuck they're
of
doing.
watching the Life
get
and
one.
Soul HGTV'd out of home.
My kids refused to speak to me for 3 months until I agreed to stop watching HGTV in the living room. They considered my enthusiasm situationally inappropriate, whatever that means.
Oh my god. But before we continue, I'd like to take a second to talk
Sponsor?
about today's sponsor, Laylo.
Oh.
Whether you're piping, screwing, or some
Whoa.
other vaguely suggestive construction term, Laylo has the tools to get the job done. They have a
what the
large
fuck is a
catalog
Laylo?
of luxury toys, so you can try out diverse options and find out what's best for your body. All of them are made of
Damn.
ultra smooth premium silicone and are fully waterproof to ensure quality
What are you
use
selling me?
and easy cleanup. June is Pride Month, and that means a month-long celebration of everyone in the LGBTQ+ community.
True.
Exploring and stimulating your body is very beneficial for both your
What are you
mental
selling?
and physical health. Whether alone or with a partner, Laylo's products can enhance your experience
What?
or provide exciting new ones if you're feeling adventurous. I've always been impressed with the inclusive and uplifting language that Laylo uses to promote their products all year round.
Bro, I love these ads because I have no idea what she's selling still. I've been listening to this for like a while now, and I have still zero idea what the fuck she's selling. She's just been yapping, and I have no idea what the fuck she yapping about.
This Pride Month, they have a special selection of LGBTQ+ toys suitable for all bodies.
Oh, that is what chat. That is wild. That is so wild. Damn. That is crazy. What a sponsor to have. That
Body types with exclusive deals this June on toys that complement
Whoa.
everyone's anatomy. Make sure to click the link in the description to check out Laylo's website for
Man.
yourself and use my
I
code
hope I can be sponsored by this one day.
to get 10%
Can you imagine a
off on all
stream?
products.
That would be
Just
fun.
be careful with that.
Would you
If
sell
you
it at it?
thought
I
white
would.
paint and cemented
I would. It
fireplaces
would be
were
so
bad,
funny.
you're going to be gutted.
If I did that in like 30 years, I'd still look back at it and laugh at that sponsor. I would 100% do that.
when you see the
Try them out on the street. Yeah, try them out on the
gorgeous
street.
southern mansion that this family gutted.
Let's talk about these stairs. Y'all are absolutely hating the fact that we took these stairs out. Don't get me wrong.
That's
they were
crazy.
absolutely
I think the idea of being I think it's crazy to see kind of sex ads in a normal YouTube video talking about TikTok. I think that is fucking wild to me. I think that's insane.
gorgeous. But honestly, just not ideal.
Real estate gods, why do
Actually
you always
insane.
give your most beautiful homes to your most ungrateful buyers. The up thing is this house is actually not that far away from me. I guess I should have busted a nut to buy it before these barbarians.
Damn.
Bust a nut to buy a house.
To get to the kitchen, you either had to go through the living room, and y'all, I can't wait for y'all to see the after, or you had to walk under the staircase. Donnie's 6'2", and it's just not ideal to walk under to get to the kitchen.
Then find a house that doesn't mildly inconvenience your gargantuan husband. Why did you have to destroy this one?
Even through every single door that you come through, the stairs were the focal point. And block the beautiful view
Why did you buy it? Wait, if you don't like it, why do you buy it?
into the backyard. So it just made sense to me.
Yeah, the stairs are really cool. Like, that is such a unique type of, those spiral stairs are really, those are really classy and unique. Why would you get rid of that?
They needed to be taken out. I think that this is just so much more family friendly. And here's a sneak peek at the new stairs.
That is fucking this boring. As boring. As boring. Boring. Bro, you went from like old Victorian, like you went from like some kind of classy ass house to some whatever house that you see a billion times everywhere.
A moment of silence is in order. This should be considered an act of domestic terrorism. You should serve jail time, okay? The house could have easily been restored with just a little work. This is the equivalent of someone going in for like half a syringe of lip filler and getting one of those scary Dr. Kim facelifts instead.
Fuck?
Y'all's comments are
That's
literally
terrifying.
giving me nightmares. But that's okay. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But I'm going to circle back that this is our dream house and we're just trying to make it as homey as possible.
Guys, we just had to buy it. It's literally our dream house. We just hate the walls and the floors and the staircase and the
We are going for the modern farmhouse look, but hope y'all still follow along for the journey.
modern farmhouse, you say? Yeah, the AI generated Donald Trump t-shirt was a bit of a giveaway. Look, even Donald's upset about it. It was a beautiful staircase, the best staircase even. I can't.
Bro, how did you make Donald Trump look even more depressed? This is impressive. Like, AI is really taking the further step.
I can't believe you got rid of it.
We did test out some paint colors, and I'll drop them right here for y'all to check out and let me know your favorite. I feel like this is the hardest thing. I am starting to love City Loft. It's the second color from the left. Scrolling on Instagram, I'm just loving all white houses.
I wonder what this lady does in her free
But of
time
course,
beside this.
we can't talk about bad renovations without addressing the German shmear incident. And no, I'm not talking about a delicious bagel topping. I'm talking about a couple of flippers from Florida who made the internet flip out when they decided to
It's a good start. We started with
update
Florida.
a 1970s home to turn a profit.
Today we are taking this fireplace from hobbitcore to cottagecore. Now a lot of you suggested that we should just clean the stones and it would brighten it. However, these stones have very large dark grout lines that just look dirty even after a good scrub. So we're going to be trying the German shmear technique.
I guarantee, no matter how bad you think this is gonna look, that it's worse than that.
Let me just say that this was a true trust the process project.
I hate this so much. Why would you do this? Those edges are actually art. The fact that it was made intentionally like that.
For us, as it was looking a bit scary before we started smoothing out the grout lines. We do still need to complete the look by finding a nice chunky wood mantle and of course replacing those ugly
Bro, what the fuck is this?
sconces, but here is how it turned out. What do you think?
You know, you should
Do they think when they say this? What is this?
But here is how it turned out. What do you think?
Man.
you should keep the ugly sconces. Hopefully they'll distract from the ugly fireplace.
How do you... I'm impressed that they would actually post that. I'm starting to wonder if people have a brain. Like in the sense that it feels to me that they're just so happy they did something and they think that that change is so good that they're blinded by the factor of how atrociously ugly it is. It is impressive how they decided to post this and do this awful change. Like
those ugly sconces, but here is how it turned out. What do you think?
You know, you should keep the ugly sconces. Hopefully they'll distract
So much
from
rage
the ugly
engagement. I don't
fireplace. It
know.
definitely isn't Hobbit core anymore. I don't really know what kind of core it is, though. I feel like the Germans wouldn't approve. If you're German, comment down below your appraisal of this shmear.
9.
This was just one of many unpopular decisions this couple made while renovating. Not a single room in this house was spared from their creativity.
Ooh, I'm
Hands down,
excited.
one of the coolest features of this property is this gorgeous dedicated studio space. Currently, the main wall has this mid-century wood shelving unit that I love. However, we have something even better planned for this wall.
Oh, I'm excited to hear this. What do you
sure
think they're
you
gonna
do.
do, chat?
The studio was advertised as an artist studio, and we quickly realized it was just lacking the art. Crazy how much happier it truly makes this space feel. Comment below how you would use a studio space like
Are you a restaurant? What the fuck is this shit?
this. I can imagine it so many different ways.
That looks like something that would be painted on the side of a restaurant in a
See, like, what the? It's your home.
tax code where I am going to be overcharged for underseasoned tacos. If you're a tourist
Hi,
in an
Summer.
unfamiliar city, consider that font a portent of doom for your wallet. Also, maybe I'm just a raging narcissist, but I feel like most artists would prefer their own art to be on the walls of their art studio, not someone else's. However, nothing could have prepared me for what they were about to do to the living
There is no way they're gonna do anything worse. All right, the living room. I forgot about it.
room ceiling.
This vaulted ceiling was just begging for a beam,
Me too, girl. Me too.
and today we are finally installing one. Due to the size of the
You know what you should do? You should add a waterfall here so it looks beautiful. You could put like water falling down here. That would be nice.
beam needed, we knew we'd have to find a faux beam for us to physically be able to have the strength to lift. We found these vintage style wood beams made from foam from a company called Outwater, which ended up being
Also, I hope they put like art on top of the ceiling.
the perfect
I'm gonna
solution.
look classy.
Why do I punish myself like this? It looks like
Oh.
a set piece for an underfunded theater. Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw this backstage senior year when I was playing the baker's wife in a high school production of Into the Woods.
The back rooms are prettier than this. Now that is a big insult.
Of course, this room was just
Holy
long
shit.
enough that we had to use a second beam, but luckily they have these rubber straps to hide the seams.
How can you put?
I want to make a joke about rubber straps so bad, but I'm pretty sure I've maxed out my
Hi from YouTube,
innuendo
welcome.
quota for this video. This looks like something I would see on the ceiling of a rainforest cafe. All we need is some artificial shrubbery, some ominous animal noises.
Bro, this looks like a. Like. Bro, that's like a big Snickers bar. Like, what the fuck is this? How do you think this brown thingy? Am I the only one that thinks this looks like a chocolate bar? Like, this foam stuff looks awful. I don't think it fits at all. It looks weird, really weird. I just could not stop looking at this. It does. It looks right. Man.
Shrubbery, some ominous animal noises, put a rumble in the jungle rap in my hand, and I'm there. I'm transported.
For lighting, we wanted a mid-century kind of funky light to keep in the 70s spirit for the space, and I am so obsessed with the one we ended up choosing.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
the 70s spirit, of
The
course.
70s spirit.
You mean the 70s spirit that the house
In
that
the
was
foam.
built in the 70s
Want that rip chat?
already had before you bought it?
I don't think foam is strong enough to hold that.
That 70s spirit? Also, I'm no contractor, but attaching lighting to a foam support beam, that's objectively a bad idea, right? Like, we can all
Yeah, I think that will rip. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of. Now, I don't work in this field, but I feel like that's kind of common sense.
all agree on that. Throughout the entire renovation process, the response from viewers was overwhelmingly negative, but this couple ignored all advice and
Oh, I
suggested
bet.
alternatives, instead making fun of the commenters for
Oh, I
being
bet.
upset about the changes.
Never in my life did I think of
Oh,
fireplace
thank God we
DIY
could see
would
this
trigger the
again. I
internet
missed it.
so much that the app would have to turn on anti-bullying mode. Have you been
Anti-bullying
personally
mode.
impacted by this fireplace makeover? And we are so happy with how the living room is coming along.
Wow.
Hopefully you agree agree, but if not, I am sure you will let us know.
To say we got a lot of
Yeah.
backlash for our choices online as we worked on this home would be an understatement, but I am incredibly proud of us for seeing this understatement, but I am
What does the floor look like then? Do you see what I'm seeing?
incredibly proud of us for seeing this through.
And that kind of weird antagonistic
Looks cut out. It
relationship
does.
between these types of accounts and their comment sections is a consistent pattern that I've seen.
Thought I'd give you a little before picture. And yes, we ripped it all out. I was most worried
Oh,
about
thank God
people's
you did.
opinions, but at the end of the day, this is our house. We are making this our dream home. It was gorgeous. It was no
It looked like that?
as the $1 million bathroom. Yep, you got that right. We ripped it out all too.
I'd love to have a bathroom like this. That is crazy. They destroyed this. Oh
$1
my
million
God.
bathroom. Yep, you got that right. We ripped it out all too.
These
Oh, okay.
renovators are constantly asking for opinions about their work, but they never listen to any criticism and
That's
act
old
like
money
victims
bathroom,
when they
that
get
is.
an honest answer. As if they're being forced to film it and put it online instead of just doing it for themselves. If a millennial knocks down a wall and no one's there to post it, does it make a sound? But of course they keep posting
Millennials
this
will
stuff.
always
They
make
get
a sound.
far more engagement from making people
They never
upset
stop.
than listening to their audience. If you go to any one of these pages, you'll quickly recognize that the videos that do the best are the most divisive. Pissing people off is profitable.
Wait. I stand with Trump. It feels like they are kind of like rage baiting a bit though. I don't know. I feel like they might be rage baiting a little bit.
In an attention-based economy. Often what they're doing is so pointlessly destructive that it becomes painfully obvious rage bait, especially with lower investment projects like furniture. Look at the difference in viewership between two almost identical videos. One where a stool is stained and restored, another where it's purposefully damaged. I mean, look at this one. She's just slapping the paint roller on the top of the table without even using painter's tape. This one might ruffle some feathers. I know what you're doing, Bria. So to anyone who feels like I'm being a bully, remember, this is a balanced ecosystem. They get attention by being dumb on the
That's right.
internet, and I get attention by making fun of them for being dumb on the internet.
I mean, it sounds to me that they want to be bullied. I mean, if you're making rage bait content, you're asking for people to be mad, right? That's your intention, isn't it? So if they want to get people mad, they're kind of asking to be bullied. They're asking to be insulted. Am I wrong? I don't know. Like, it sounds to me that they kind of want that.
It's an
So
entertaining...
you're doing them a favor, by the way. You're doing them a favor for insulting them. This is what they're asking for. So thank you, guys. Thank you for bullying them and insulting them. You'd have done wonders.
symbiotic
so happy.
relationship that we share. After the consistent backlash, the Florida flippers were excited to silence the
insult them
haters
any day.
by announcing that they had managed to sell the house and turn a profit.
Despite most of the internet actively hating our every decision on that 70s home flip, it is officially sold, so let's break down the numbers and see if we truly ruined it. Subtract our closing costs, the original purchase price, along with our renovation budget, you will see that we made
Oh
about
my God.
$92,000 for 4 months of work. So while some of you were sitting and criticizing our choices, we were out here actually putting in the work and building wealth for our growing family. Also, we didn't go over our profits from social media, but go ahead and write a hate comment. It will help fund our next flip.
I don't think selling the house necessarily indicates that the changes you made to the house were good, and
No.
this may be a controversial take, but I feel like being a flipper has become an intrinsically parasitic practice. In all fairness,
Well, if the housing market goes like this, if it goes like this, and you are renovating the house and make it ugly, and your profit just increases by a little small margin, I don't think that justifies it. I bet you could hold off the house, do nothing, and sell for even more.
A given flipper might do a fantastic job of breathing life into an old residence, but I feel like the whole process encourages renovations to be done as quickly and cheaply as possible. To do work that will last just long enough for you to jack up the price and dip, so the poor suckers you duped into buying the Frankenstein building don't even know how screwed they are until your upgrades start chipping and peeling and falling apart in less than a year. I mean, did you tell the buyers about the foam beam? More than that, flippers have the greatest—
That's a good question. They sold a house and they put foam? Bro, that is—
incentive to
that sounds like a lot. That sounds evil. That sounds kind of illegal. I'm gonna be real.
the charm of outdated homes, remodeling them to be boring and colorless, because after all, the house is being
I think
designed
it
to
will.
sell, not to be lived in.
Ultimate goal here is to take one large size bathroom and make 2 normal size bathrooms. This will take the house to a
How does that
3,
make
2.5
sense? Wait, what?
instead of a 3, 1.5, which
Okay.
will increase the value.
If
This
it's all
mad
about
bathroom-
increasing the value of the home, then any unique features are just an obstacle to selling the property, and it should be unsurprising when these are demolished or painted over to appeal to the widest possible range of buyers. But I think there are a few other reasons for—
Bro, can we just talk about
widest
how
possible
nice it
range of
must be to
pricing
have
when
such a big bathtub? Like, this seems like a big jacuzzi, man. This seems chill.
these are demolished or painted over to appeal to the widest possible range of buyers. But I think there are a few other reasons for the disconnect between
People are playing house flippers in real life. They are.
posting renovation content
think they
and
are
the people
professionals.
consuming it. While not a complete answer, there's definitely a generational difference at play. On average, the people who have the money and resources to renovate houses are from a different generation than the younger people who are the most active online and engaging with the videos. So the people watching tend to have a very different taste than the people posting, which is why you see all the comments specifically mourning millennial design choices. In
Bro, I swear to God, millennials get strays left and right every day.
general, millennials tend to be more interested in minimalism, while the younger generation has already started to get nostalgic for their parents' and grandparents' more opulent—
It started with millennials bullying Zoomers, and now Zoomers realize millennials are soy crybabies that do a lot of stupid decisions. So now they're shitting on millennials all the time. It's like a built-up, like, fight that has been going on for ages. So now you're sitting here where millennials are looking worse than the Zoomers. So now the Zoomers are taking back the attacking millennials, and it never stops. It never ever ends.
decorating. There's definitely
They just need to be stopped.
an underlying resentment.
Can't we live together in peace? No, we're so different. I'm gonna be real. The generational difference between Zoomers and millennials are insane. It's very the way they act, the age gap is pretty huge. That's why.
And helpless frustration
How
from
they're everybody
young
born
people
and
having to
raised.
watch homes get ripped apart before they can even participate in a housing market with prices still so far out of reach. The way these renovators talk about the previous owners and their decisions can also be very off-putting. There's often such an air of superiority and contempt in their voices while talking about the fixtures that make an older building unique.
Let's demo the master closet, or at least that's what the previous owners called this.
Padded fabric walls, circus curtains, more padded walls.
They like their texture.
As if in a few decades, a brand new family won't be wandering through those rooms laughing at your dated choices and going through so much paint stripper to uncover what you tried to hide. Because this isn't really a new phenomenon, it's been happening for a while now. A few decades ago, shag carpet and linoleum were being stapled and glued down to gorgeous bare hardwood floors, and now everyone's desperately trying to get rid of it. But I think social media in an unstable housing market has accelerated this cycle to the point that people are spending thousands of dollars to adhere to trends that are already starting to die out. There's also the basic fact that these renovators are taking a finite resource and destroying it to create an infinitely reproducible one. There are only so many older homes left, while there are countless homes already updated with modern furnishings.
There are always new houses being built and apartments being built. So you're completely right on that. An older house is starting to be minuscule. The amount of them are kind of like dying out, and finding an older home eventually will be a luxury. If you look at, if you take Japan for an example, traditional Japanese houses are extremely expensive. Only very, very rich families have a traditional Japanese home. And you will see that now with old Victorian or older houses, just generally, they will all go kind of like, I don't know why I said old Victorian, but you know, older houses, they will generally have a market in the future, and the scarcity of original ones will be, it will kind of influx the pricing a lot. Another worry I have about this is that a lot of old houses are built with quality. They're built with quality and they're renovated with quality. And it seems to me that whenever some millennial or Zoomer, whatever the frick, are renovating these houses, they're replacing the material that are used there with something that are less of a higher standard, meaning that the quality and the strength of the house itself is reduced. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. I think that weird that they're doing these kind of things. I think like if you're gonna renovate an old house, I think you should keep the old stylized form.
Have a style you like, that's fine. No
Maintenance of an old houses can be extremely high. Yeah, so why would you, like, that's the thing, like, it is high, it is expensive. So why would you remove whatever already is looked upon expensive just to replace it with something boring and that we already see modernly everywhere?
Judgment, no matter how ugly it is, but it just seems wasteful to buy a home specifically that has unique decor,
True.
only to rip it all out and replace it with stuff anybody could buy off of IKEA.
Bro, what the fuck, man? There's no way you look at this and think this is worse. This fucking I think is marble. I'm not really sure what this is, but how can you replace this with some white regular fucking no.
Why not just buy a modern home or build one even? Look, I can't pretend that I'm not a little biased. Okay, a lot biased. I've shed a tear or two over houses in my local area being demolished and replaced by these monstrous monochromatic cubes, okay? But I think people are justified in getting upset at these renovation videos, and I think I
live in an area where there's basically not that much air. Like, I live basically nowhere, and there's a lot of different houses here, and I think that the modern day houses, the ones that people have been renovating themselves to make unique and modern, they look really cool. But whenever I go by all of the old houses and just generally houses people are living in that are not like insanely renovated, it gives off such a cozy vibe, a nice vibe. It feels very welcoming and nice. And I feel like whenever I look at all the newer renovated houses, it doesn't really give me that vibe at all. It doesn't feel as welcoming, and it looks, I don't know, it just doesn't give the same vibe as old houses in any sort of way.
Complaining about the loss of these beautiful homes doesn't necessarily make
them... And definitely they're around Christmas. Like, it was really beautiful to go through, like, see all them, and also visit whenever you go through these things, these old houses during a time where people are kind of trying to be comfy and thinking about Christmas and love and blah, blah, blah. Those houses give so much more charm than everything else, than any apartment building, than any modern day house. It just isn't the same vibe at all.
A hater. Darla, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just taking out this wall real quick. It'll really open up the
Made
space.
in IKEA. It looks kind of rushed, yeah.
That's the bathroom wall.
Yes.
So typically, people have an expectation of privacy when they use the bathroom.
I don't understand.
Darla, listen.
Have y'all been, dude, I fucking hate it. Have y'all been on those hotels where they literally have a curtain into your bathroom and there's a window there? So you basically have a window with an open curtain into the bathroom where people shower and do their stuff. Most modern hotels have this. It's so awkward to rent a hotel room with someone. I don't understand why they do that. Why can't I shower in peace? Why should I worry that they might like look in through? I don't know, man. Who decided there should be a see-through window at a hotel room? In the shower bathroom? Like, what? I don't understand modern art sometimes. I've never seen that. I've seen it so many times. The 4 last hotel rooms I went to had that. It's so weird.
No, you love to DIY.
So awkward.
3 DIY competitions this past year.
Thank God one of them I was alone, but otherwise no.
Until I showed up.
That is concerning. I need you to understand that a little color, a little detail is okay. You don't have to get
like,
rid of...
imagine y'all girls, imagine y'all going with a friend or a guy friend and you're buying a hotel room, both of you, you're just homies, and you see a bathroom and it has a see-through window. I bet y'all would tell him to get the fuck out while you're showering. Like, that is fucking awkward. And the same is for the opposite. Like, hello?
I think...
Why?
If you look deep inside yourself...
Sounded like you were gonna start monologuing. I'm not getting my deposit back.
That's over. There it is. No, I think these changes are dumb. I think they're dumb. Chat. I think they're dumb. I don't like what I've seen here. I don't understand why people would buy something old and make it modern and boring and soulless, because I don't think the change in... I think you would sell higher for being old. I think you can renovate it. Those things that seem like, let's see if a wall looked very fucked up or something seemed, I don't know, like if something seemed like they should be replaced, I can understand that. But all things that really are classy and fitting, like that bathroom, that millionaire bathroom, I would not in a million years buy whatever they turn that into. That, dude, no, that fireplace, no. What was that, dude? I don't know. I don't like what they're doing here. I'm paranoid. I could never. I don't know. I think those things are... I just don't think those changes are good at all. I think that is an awful... I don't understand how somebody can, with their own mind, decide themselves, you know what? I want to make it look like this. It thinks to me, it seems that they're reducing the value. They're cutting off what makes it unique. And it's just ain't it, man. It ain't it. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. I feel like the only time it's acceptable to change the old places is if it's actually damaged or beyond repair. I think so too. If it's about to cause an issue or it's damaged, I think you should replace it. But otherwise, I think that, or if it's like really, really bad, right? Like if some walls are really, really bad or something, like the floor is really bad, you could replace them. But most of the time, having an old place is a relic of its own. And there's a market for it, and a big market, and it's going to be even bigger with time that goes, because we're going to have more modern places, and people are going to replace those old places with more like modern stuff. And then it's just like the soul, the energy that you have from old places is completely gone. It makes me want to buy a modern home into an old Victorian looking home. A lot of people do that. A lot of people renovate their places and make it older. They do, because it's hard to find something old now with quality. So yeah. But yeah, that was pretty good. If you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoyed this video, this is a new channel I watched, so I would highly appreciate hear your feedback. And also, like, did you like this video? If you liked it, feel free to comment Apple. I want to write Apple. And also like this video. Feel free to sub if you enjoy these reacts, and come by my Twitch channel if you want to come and yap with us live. We'd love to have you here. If a lot of people like this video, we'll reacting more of stuff. I like the channel, actually. That was a pretty good channel. It was a fun time. I'll see you guys around. Have a good one. Bye.